Welcome back, everybody, to
The Princess
and the Fraud.
Wow, we finally got it together.
Executed. Only took us, 8 weeks and
We've been practicing
4 episodes.
that full time.
We're back from our hiatus, people.
Yeah.
We are back and better than ever.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We've been very busy though. It's not like we've
been busy, and I wasn't lying when I said this podcast is your ugly stepchild that you hate.
Yeah, I've been very busy with my other podcast, but again, we won't talk about that because it's all about the Princess and the Fraud on this podcast. Very exciting things happening. Lots of magical things are happening. We are going to Disney in 5 days.
5 days. Yeah.
5 days. So that is part of the reason why, not really the reason why. We'll use it as a scapegoat of why we are very late on this episode 4. But we're here, and that's all that matters. And we have a couple things we want to talk about today and touch on, correct?
Yeah.
We're going to go over some meal plans.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about meal plans today.
Finally, we've been saying that we're going to. So we'll finally talk about our experience using a meal plan or not using a meal plan this time.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
Time.
We're going to be talking about doing meal plans, but we're not using a meal plan this time. I think it's going to go well.
Not having one?
Not having a meal plan. And I feel like I could be completely wrong, but I feel like most people go to Disney and don't get the meal plan.
Yeah, most people don't. I grew up never doing it.
Yeah, but the meal plan back then was probably like...
I don't know much of what it was
like. A snack and 2 cookies.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just start off talking about that, right?
Yeah, what else are we going to touch on today? We had someone send in...
We had a couple questions. Yeah, we had a couple questions set in about like character meet and greets and things like that. So we'll talk about fun stuff that we're just excited and looking forward to. And maybe you'll get secondhand excited through us getting excited for it.
Maybe you have a Disney trip that you are looking forward to.
And we can also talk about, we just had like a heated... debate in the car over fast passes, so we can tell that story too.
And we most likely will do episode 5 when we get back from Disney, so we can talk about what we did differently and our experiences on this this upcoming trip.
Yeah.
So we'll get into character meet and greets. Are we going to start with our favorite characters to meet, or how do you want to go about it?
Yeah, that was the question: is our favorite character meet and greets?
Right.
Like, well, if we need to meet,
if you'd like to send in any questions, Disney questions or topics, you can send it into our Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's just at Princess and the Fraud, not at the Princess and the Fraud.
No, it's at.
This is how far.
At the Princess and the Fraud.
Okay.
Yeah, one word.
The Princess and the Fraud, FROD.
Yes. So usually we'll post if we're getting ready to
do an episode.
We'll post if there's any topics or questions.
Yeah.
But you can always, even if that's not posted, you can direct message and send anything in or comment on any videos.
DM, whatever you want to do.
But yeah, so we got asked favorite character meet and greets, and that was by Amanda, my niece, who we're meeting up with twice when we get to go there. So we're going to go to Disney Springs with her one day, and then she's going to join us for Epcot. So, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Epcot's my favorite. I think it's better than Magic Kingdom. So excited,
and it's her favorite, and it's just going to be like, that's one of the best, it's probably the best park to go with like a group.
Yeah.
With more than 2 people.
Definitely.
Because it's more
people would argue, but I feel like if you're just going to hang out and just want to experience Disney in a day.
Especially at our age, especially in your, early 20s, mid 20s, it's nice to kind of walk around the World Showcase with people and do rides like Soarin'.
And we're all similar age too, so it makes a lot of sense.
So but favorite character meet and greets, we've kind of touched on it before.
We have.
But for me, I always kind of make us go see Rapunzel.
Right.
That's a big one.
We've only done that twice.
Oh, no, we've done it a lot. We've done it twice, and then we did it at the Christmas party. That was 3 times. And then we met them at
I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, because I went once by myself. You didn't come up with me.
Right.
Then the second time we went up, and Rapunzel talked to us for a
forever.
Long time.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Technically 4, because if you want to count Trattoria Al Forno, we saw her 4 times. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So a bunch of times I always will wait in line to go see her. And then another one for me that I really loved for other reasons is when we met Anna and Elsa. That was a big one.
Right. That's a good one regardless, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one that you have.
They're fun.
You kind of, if you're in Epcot, and especially if you have children, you have to go see Anna and Elsa.
Yeah, and then
worth the wait. They're very good.
And then another good one. It was your first one. Was Gaston. Gaston's always a good time.
Gaston was
comfortable.
Good.
It's not like you're in a confined space, so you can go see him and then still like go walk around.
He's very entertaining. Yeah. And I mean, at least the 2 times that we met him.
No, we only met him that first time.
Oh man, I'm really off on this then. Yeah. Because the second one was from afar. I mean, we were like, oh, we're gonna go see it, and we're like, just drink some more food and brew.
Yeah, that's the interesting like difference between certain character meet and greets is like some of them, like if you go to Princess Fairy Tale Hall, you don't know, which princess kind of you're meeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're in there and you're stuck in there until you.
Well, every time we go in those, I'm always like, oh yeah, let's go. It's cool. It's fun. And then we get online and I'm like,
Yeah. Whereas other places where the characters are out and about, you can kind of peek at them,
My least favorite thing is when you're on the line and then they grab a handful of you and then get you into the other room where they actually are. And then I'm like, ugh.
It's a lot, especially for my like anxiety. It's a lot when you're like in line surrounded by a bunch of kiddos and then go into another room and then they're there and then you're getting closer and closer and closer and it's a lot. So that's why the open ones like Gaston it's nice when they're walking around, or like the Ugly Stepsisters when they're walking around, because you can
very candid.
You can like peek at them, yeah.
Right.
And then if you're comfortable,
there's a lot of characters that we haven't seen that we're gonna go see this trip just because. I mean, we have to. Not like we have to. I'm comfortable with most of the characters. It's different though. Like I'm comfortable with people a lot in general in everyday life, but then like characters, I feel like, not that like we seem weird going to see these characters, because I know they probably love it a little bit more than having kids run up to them, because I'm sure that's daunting. But I don't know. I just don't know what to say. And then I am also not very conscious of what, like, sometimes I don't know everything about the character. I don't know the whole story. I don't know what's kind of silly to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to like take them off guard, because I apologize. I have a dog, Bane, and he's barking.
Probably one of the best ones too was meeting Doug and Russell. They were really fun.
Oh, that was great.
They were super fun.
And you would think it's hard to meet characters like that because they can't speak to you.
It's like a big game of charades.
Right. So basically they feed off your energy and what you're saying.
And then the cool thing that I learned too is the what are they called? Character attendants.
Yes, they're very good.
The people with them, they're awesome.
They're
to
amazing.
The point where like they're communicating verbally with you what the characters are trying to communicate physically.
Right.
To
like
you.
I love, one of my favorite characters to meet is Baymax. And you would think meeting Baymax is like, well, what do? You do the blah, 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 and then you just kind of stand around. But the people there who are, the character attendants, they make it very comfortable for you. So if you're afraid, if you're hesitating on going to meet a character like that, you should definitely go do it, because it's worth it and it's fun. I almost knocked Baymax out with my head. Head butted him right in the head.
Yeah, but Doug licked my tattoo, and Russell made us. I was wearing a Zippity Doodah shirt, so he made everybody sing the song.
But this trip we're gonna go see. We never seen Merida. We're gonna go see Merida, or try to see Merida. Yeah. We're actually gonna see Coco. We're gonna see.
Oh yeah, they have a new experience there where I don't know if you can go meet him, but he does like a performance.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
He just comes out
I shouldn't say meet Coco, but
that won't be
we are going on. Well, we're gonna be there on Cinco de Mayo, but we're not gonna be in a park that day. That's actually gonna be our off day. However, I'm hoping that the 3 Caballeros are gonna be out sometime that week. I would hope so. Yeah. Because I'd like to meet them. I'm gonna try to meet Donald Duck this time. I never really. He always has him and like Pluto have a huge line. Always, and it's always at Epcot. You know, when you first walk into World Showcase and you turn left and you head towards Mexico, That's usually where Pluto is on the left, if I remember correctly. And it's always like a huge line.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to meet Pluto. I'm trying to meet Donald Duck, maybe Winnie the Pooh, because we saw
Christopher Robin. Good movie.
Yeah, a lot has happened since the last episode. We've seen some new Disney movies. We haven't seen Avengers yet. I know that's part of Marvel and Disney, but we're not really huge into superhero movies, which I don't know. It's not like you can meet any. You can meet Captain Marvel now.
Yeah, we could have met Baby Groot and Star-Lord. We didn't do that.
Yeah, that I'm like nervous about. I don't really want to. It's not like I don't want to meet Star-Lord and Groot. I just like really feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed with. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know. What if he says, like, let's dance?
I don't think he's there anymore,
I don't want to dance.
I think now they have an Aladdin.
We've never met Aladdin or Jasmine.
No, we've seen them, though.
Yeah.
We've seen
I know, but we've never met. We never stayed online to meet them. No. I think that would be kind of cool.
We're like...
We like to watch.
Yeah. How do I explain? We're just observers. We just stare. We're creepy.
But we don't stare in a rude way.
But we'll kind of just stand there.
But I want people to think out there that we're just like Aladdin and Jasmine are meeting these cute little kids and we're just there in the corner like giving them the vultures.
It's an amazing thing when you go, oh wait, did you see Aladdin and Jasmine are there? And you just stare at them. And then you always go, you want to meet them? And I go, no.
It's like when we went to we were in Epcot and we were in Morocco and we're like, we know Jasmine's here somewhere, and then we look through the window and we see Jasmine and you're like, oh, she's beautiful. And then it's like, you want to go meet her? No.
The best was Christmas Belle. Remember, I just kept going, I want to meet her, and you were like, okay, let's go get in line. And I was like, no, I just want to stare at her. And you were like, no, you want to meet her.
Christmas Belle was like all in, her whole getup was just insane.
That's why she's Christmas Belle.
I know. And then didn't you go meet Mary Poppins? I waited off to the side.
I stared at her
you stared. Sometimes staring at the character is meeting them.
Mm-hmm. That's another good character meet and greet. Tiana's good too.
Tiana's great.
Tiana's with Rapunzel.
Tiana is great.
She's a good time.
Yeah, totally.
She is.
And we passed Alice that one time. Alice was walking in Epcot, but she couldn't really. Alice didn't really give us the time of day because I feel like she was on. I scared her.
I went, hi Alice, and I think I.
I think she had to go to like a tea party. She was like late to her tea party or something.
Yeah, she was out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our favorite meet and greets. That's pretty much every character that we take the time to stand in line for.
I feel like we're missing someone. We met somebody else.
Ariel. At Akershus.
Oh, correct. Oh, and we've seen, obviously, when we went to Trattoria Al Forno, we saw Prince Eric.
Ariel and Prince Eric,
and
Flynn.
There's somebody else. Who are we missing?
Flynn, Ariel, Eric, Rapunzel.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were missing somebody else. At the end of the day, obviously, everyone has their own preference on who they want to go meet. Mm-hmm. But
those are fun ones for me because I feel like they have a lot of personality and can like bring that into meeting you.
Well, they all have.
And they make you comfortable. Like Tiana, we don't really know The Princess and the Frog. We watched it one time and I like barely watched it. But she makes you feel comfortable and you can have a conversation with her. Like literally I started by just saying, I like your dress. And she was like, oh.
Right.
Went into her whole thing.
Yeah.
So if you have a character that you really like or really enjoy and you feel like you could carry a conversation with, definitely go meet them because it's like a once in a lifetime. It's a once in a lifetime experience. Like the experience we had that second time meeting Rapunzel, I'll never forget. Like you're in that moment with that character.
Yeah, but also don't feel like if you can't hold a conversation that it's going to be awkward because they're professionals.
Their purpose is to not make it awkward.
Right.
Their purpose is to have something to say for when you don't know
and they'll initiate conversation.
Yeah.
We didn't really did we have any awkward moments with characters other than me headbutting Baymax?
I'm just an awkward person.
Yeah, I don't think we had any. I headbutted Baymax. He recovered and it was fine. And then the one time you met Rapunzel, she didn't let you really speak that much. She just kept talking and talking. And the second time, that Rapunzel just kept the conversation going. Not even. She just she genuinely wanted to know us.
To hear from us, yeah.
Yeah, she asked us how we were doing.
Yeah. No, I don't think there are any awkward situations.
No.
I think we're fine. Gaston himself was kind of awkward when we met him.
Yeah. I'm not like huge into meeting Gaston. He's fun.
He's good.
He's fun.
A good time.
He's
good for the ladies.
Yeah.
For the guys, he's going to pick on you and like say something stupid.
Right.
But for the ladies, it's a good time because he's going to like boost you up.
Right.
Or bring you down.
Yeah,
whichever.
just the ladies. I wish LeFou was there.
Okay.
I would like to meet LeFou. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Are there any characters that you wish that they had?
Mm-hmm. Esmeralda, Quasimodo, anybody from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Well, they do a Frollo during the Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah.
I wish they had Hades.
And apparently they have them on like Topsy Turvy Day, but I would love to meet Esmeralda or Frollo or Phoebus, anybody from Hunchback. I don't know. Anything that would make me like nostalgic.
I wish they had Flash.
Yeah.
I wish they had, which I know people probably like, no. Like, why would you
That
want
would be
Flash?
A funny meet and greet because he would have to just
be super slow. Yeah, but that line would be so long. Flash I'd like to meet. I would like to meet, I just said it and I can't remember it. Who did I just say before Flash? Oh, if they had Wall-E, that'd be awesome. Like just to go, like Wall-E and Eva, that'd be great. I'd love that. They have Woody and Buzz, right? Yeah. I'm not really a huge Toy Story fan though, so I guess I really wouldn't go meet them or see them. I said Hades. I'd love to go see Hades, but that's like a very, that's random.
Specific.
It's very random.
Yeah.
And not even like Hercules, like just Hades.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's mostly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think everyone knows that it's worth it to go meet characters. Like there's.
Where else are you going to do that? And you literally are just your kid self, and it's not even like you're talking to that character.
Uh-huh.
And you're never going to get that opportunity again. So if you enjoy doing that, if you love Rapunzel like I do, go talk to Rapunzel, hear what she has to say, get a picture with her.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Take a video.
We have to get the guts to meet Merida though. We always pass by her and then we go, oh, should we go? And then we go, no, and then we have to go meet her though. We'll do it this trip.
All right.
We'll be at Magic Kingdom twice, so we'll have two opportunities to do it. And then because we're doing this trip, we should explain what we're doing this trip because this is different. Not like they know how we usually do it, but we usually do 6 days.
6 days, yeah.
And we'll do 5 days at the park. We'll do
every day at the park.
Every day at the park, and we'll do
every park, Epcot and Magic Kingdom 2 times.
Right. So we'll do Animal Kingdom once, Hollywood Studios once, Epcot twice, Magic Kingdom twice.
But we space out the twice for them.
Right. And we'll do it. So we are from New Jersey. So we fly out at usually around 6 a.m. 6:30 a.m. We get there at, let's just say, 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
We'll head to our hotel, drop off our stuff, head to the park, whether it's Epcot, Magic Kingdom, whatever we decide.
I think it's always been all 3 times. Well, technically 2 times, because the 3rd time we just went to Magic Kingdom, and that was the time when you were proposing. But we'll always go. It's Epcot usually is our first day. So the parks that we go to 2 times, we usually start with Epcot, so it's like part of a day, and we end with Magic Kingdom, so that it's part of the day. And so we have 1 full day at each of the parks, and then like a portion of a day.
Yeah. So we usually do that, and we have no days off. We literally don't have a break.
And by the 3rd day, I get sick.
Always.
Every time. Like I lose my voice, my throat closes up, I feel horrible. I think it has to do with the plane. It could have to do with
it's just your immune
Disney
system's
World.
not very good, and we push.
It should be though, because I'm with kids 90% of my life, and they're picking their nose. And
it's just a genetic thing. That's all. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a small person, and a plane is a gross place, and a bus is a gross place,
right.
And Disney is not very cleanly.
No, that's false. It's very cleanly.
Well,
but
think about the amount of kids who put their hands on the rides and stuff.
But don't be misleading as far as Disney is literally spotless. It's just like the surfaces are probably gross from the children.
That's what I mean. Lots of people in one spot.
So now with this trip, we are doing it differently because we want a day off. And originally we were going to do a day in the middle. We were going to fly in and hit Epcot again as our first. But we're only doing 5 days at park. So we're only doing Magic Kingdom twice. Every other park is only 1 day. So we were going to do Epcot the first day, fly in and do it, whatever. And then somewhere in the middle, we were going to take that break. Yep. But because things were getting a little frustrating and we couldn't really figure out. Plus, we're meeting her family down there.
Well, yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out. We were trying to figure out just park crowds. We always look at park crowds on certain days so that we can plan out our days when they're going to be the less crowded at that park. Mm-hmm. And we want to get, the most bang for our buck, our most time at the park, our most time, in this case at the pool or at Disney Springs, whichever one we choose on that day off.
I mean, we really wanted to do Epcot the first day because it was Cinco de Mayo. We thought it'd be really cool to go to Mexico Pavilion and see what they were doing. But it just made sense with meeting her niece down there and going to dinner and all that other stuff.
But I think this is going to be better. This situation, I think it's going to be way better.
The breaking point was usually we fly out of Atlantic City and the flights usually leave fairly early, around 6 a.m. I think is when they fly out. And recently they changed it to 8
something.
Yeah, like 8:05 or something like that. And honestly, it's a huge difference to fly in at 10:30 or 10 o'clock instead of flying in at 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, well, getting in at 10:30 because then we take the bus to
then we're rushing around
the hotel, and that started giving me like
anxiety
thinking, okay, well, that means we're not going to get to the park till this time, and then we're not going to be able to do that. It's just
we're all about getting the most.
Yeah, we love Disney. We obviously want to spend our most times at the park. That's why we really don't care what hotel we stay in.
Yeah,
it's
doesn't
just
matter.
The cheapest one ever because we're in the room for probably added up all together.
Yeah. I don't even know.
48 hours.
Yeah,
not that long.
And we'll get into where we're staying and why and stuff also in this episode. But so we decided to do that because we want to get in and not rush around. We want to relax. I personally want to finally get into have a pool day. I want to go to the pool and relax. And
we've also never gone this time of year. We've gone December and January.
Yeah, we've never gone
March.
in May.
So we've never gone when I think it's going to be as warm as it's going to be. Well, obviously it's going to be warmer than it usually is.
I've been looking at the weather since 2 months ago. Yeah. So, I mean, right now it says that all the highs are 88. There's one day where the high is about 95, which is going to be the day we're at Epcot. So I'm not complaining about it.
So we'll have a rest day, pool day, Disney Springs at night. We're going to go have some, Mexican food still to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Mm-hmm. And then set off our week. So I'm interested to see, being somewhat rested and somewhat relaxed and have the whole week ahead of us, what the difference is there instead of being okay, playing this, rushing around.
Yeah, and our first day for the first time is going to be Hollywood Studios, which we never really do. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully, we've been looking at the times of if it's going to be high or moderate or low. And luckily, we are going at a time where it's literally right between 2 of the cheerleading competitions. So it should be fairly low. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, Toy Story Land is not absolutely bonkers. And we can actually wait a little bit.
The spring breaks are over now.
Yeah.
Competitions are going to be over. It's going to be right at the sweet spot, hopefully. So we'll get to, come back and tell you how that
because that was another reason why we thought it was a good idea to have our off day on that Sunday, is because that is technically the last day that the cheerleaders are there and they're leaving that night.
Oh, and also we're missing May the 4th.
Yes.
Which is perfect because I'm sure there's plenty of people who want to go on Star Tours and do whatever.
And we're not huge Star Wars fans. So
no, they know that.
Yeah.
We ripped it apart last time.
Right.
So
sorry, Star Wars people. Nothing against you guys. It's just not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
So we're doing Animal Kingdom, Oh, I'm sorry. Hollywood Studios.
You telling them our whole plan?
Yeah, we got to let them know. Hollywood Studios, Epcot,
No.
Animal Kingdom,
Yes.
Epcot,
Mm-hmm.
Magic Kingdom.
No, wait. No. You're all wrong.
Okay, I'm going to let Beck take it from here because I don't know what I'm
Epcot.
talking about.
Wait.
We're not even going to Disney World. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to start off at California Adventure.
No, we're going to Hollywood Studios,
Mm-hmm.
Magic Kingdom,
Let them know.
Epcot,
Mm-hmm.
Animal Kingdom,
Mickey
Magic
Mouse.
Kingdom.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing it in that order. And again, we look up crowd levels on different websites for those specific parks on those days and kind of base it off that. And it's always worked for us.
Yeah. And we are for the second time staying at Pop Century Resort because not only because we love it, we went the last time we were there when I proposed, but we're going again because it's actually the cheapest hotel because they're building the Skyliner. And they emailed us and they said, just so you know, there's going to be construction. And I'm like, that's
it's not
going
to be at times that affect us at all.
Yeah, because I think they stop at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And we're not going to be back at the room till 11, 12.
Yeah.
So
you just gave out all of our information. Our social security numbers are...
Yeah, if you'd like, you can come say hi to us. I'll be at the pool. Go to get swim.
But so we're excited. It's going to be fun. Frankie seems to think this is going to be our
I think it's
going to
be our best
Although
Disney
we have
trip
a lot of really good trips that
This is our last Disney trip for at least a year and a half. Our last
I say
one.
a lot when we have two, but...
What?
I said we have a lot of good trips, but we've only gone
It's
together
technically
3
times, but
3 times, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be our best, and I hope it doesn't go by quick because it really is. It's our last trip until probably.
We don't know that. We say that now. He says that now.
Well, we're
that.
getting married in 2020, so we have to plan our honeymoon for next year, which is not Disney, and it's going to cost a lot of money, and Disney costs a lot of money. So you do the math. Probably not going to go until 2021, maybe late 2020 if the finances look okay.
We'll see. Anyway, so let's get into the meal plan.
Yeah, what about the meal plan?
So if people have not used the meal plan, so your only experience is with the meal plan. So how do you feel using?
Incorrect.
You've only ever gone
Incorrect. The third time we went, we did not have a meal plan.
Babe, the third time we went to the park literally one day. I don't even count that as a full trip.
Did we have a meal plan?
No, but we did not go on a Disney trip. We went for the weekend so that you could propose. Yeah.
Okay. What was your question?
How do you feel about the meal plan?
I love it. I think it is the best thing ever. I think that you shouldn't go to Disney without the meal plan. And that's why I'm kind of nervous that we're not doing it with the meal plan. But I think the way that we eat and the way that we plan and how strategic we are, I think it'll be just fine.
Yeah,
we'll see why we should have any trouble.
I think with families, it would be...
families, it'll be great.
So
if you're going with like 2-3 kids, you're rolling squad deep with the wife, you got to get that meal plan because it's just... I can only imagine how much money you would have to spend. The meal plan is expensive, so don't think that it is worth it, especially now for the adults that you get a drink, an alcoholic beverage with when you buy a meal.
Yeah.
But I believe that you would spend more money not doing a meal plan than getting a meal plan.
So our experience with it, we didn't have the new 2019 one. We've done the 2017 and the 2018 quick service meal plans. We've only done the quick service one, which is the lowest meal plan you can do. So 2 quick service meals, which are your like over the counter. Is that what you call it? Counter restaurants.
Counter service. You go up and you order your food and that's it.
And they get it like a cafeteria.
Same thing at your hotel. They have the cafeteria. You get the food.
So not sit down restaurants like your higher end
waiter,
or
no
your
waitress.
more popular ones. So you get 2 quick service meals a day and 2 snacks per day. And we have fully done our research into the meal plans before going because, again, we want to get our money's worth. We don't want to get this thing and pay all this money and then be like, oh, it wasn't worth it in the first place. So I think the way it works is every meal should be at or above $12 in order to get your money's worth.
I don't know.
Each time, I believe it's $12. So anything above that, you're getting more than your money's worth. So things like Be Our Guest breakfast is worth a meal.
Oh,
for counter
service. That is.
But no, I'm telling them.
I know, but that's the most.
Like, it doesn't seem like a quick service meal because you order it, you get your tray, or you order it, you go sit down, and they bring it to you on your cart.
Yes.
But that's considered part of the meal plan for the quick service. So
it's very hard to get
every breakfast meal is $24.
At least $24. It's very hard to get a reservation. There we've been lucky enough to get one every time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you plan far enough in advance, you should have no problem getting it. It's just you can't be picky with what time you want to go. Yeah. Whatever time you can find, book it and plan your day accordingly around that, because you're not going to find the time that you really want. So definitely worth it because it's at least $24 for a meal. The meals are great. The atmosphere is fantastic. You can walk around. I always get a free coffee when I leave.
Didn't you just say this on the last episode?
Probably.
I think you said the exact same thing the exact same way.
I'm just letting people know.
I always get a free coffee. You don't have to publicize that you're stealing.
I'm not stealing. You go up to the drink thing, you grab a coffee cup, and you get coffee on the way out.
I'm having so much deja vu. I think this has happened before. Anyway.
I'm just here to give the tips.
Okay. And then, so that's
Beast comes out.
Absolutely worth it. And then
Beast doesn't come out.
No. Babe, you literally said this. Like, when did you say this? Did you just tell somebody about it? Or was it on the last episode?
Probably episode 2, I think I talked about it.
Oh my God. You even said that.
Beast doesn't come out until dinner.
Oh my God.
And you can't get, dinner doesn't even count as quick service. That's dinner.
Yeah. Breakfast only counts as the quick service.
Breakfast counts as bacon, eggs, toast, pastries. You know? Dinner is like brisket, ham. Right? What's on the menu there?
Babe, we're only talking about the breakfast.
Yeah. I know. I'm just letting them know. I'm giving them a little bit of taste. What you're gonna. Don't even go for lunch. That's not even worth it.
We've only ever been for breakfast.
I know. I'm giving them my opinion.
Okay. Anyway.
We almost snuck in there too.
Yeah, we tried to walk up. We didn't know.
I think we've said this before. They know. Whatever.
They know. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I'll hop back on. So for dinner, I know Beast comes out. No. Oh, all right.
No. So you did say this because we talked about our favorite restaurants to eat at.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So anyway, also with every meal is included a drink and a dessert or something or a snack. Remember we were at the hotel cafeteria? Why am I calling it a cafeteria? What's it called?
It's like a cafeteria.
Yeah. But they were like, yeah, go get like a cupcake. That's included in it. And we were like, we were eating like kings.
Yeah. So if you, any hotel that you're staying at, they'll have a common food area. I don't know. They have pizza. They have burritos. Don't say queso. Whatever you say, don't ask for queso because they'll look at you like you have 7 heads and then they'll say, I speak English, honey. So that is the one thing that I did not like about Disney. However, I digress. You can get 1 major entree, 1 side, and 1 drink, all included as 1 meal. We did that together, and it came out to like $76. And then all of a sudden, she went boop, 0 because we had the meal plan. Now that is worth it. 100. First of all, if you're gonna go with your family. And let's just say you have, you, your wife, and your 2 children. That is going to be over $100 right there. So the meal plan is probably the best way to go as far as just eating in the hotel, which I'm sure people are going to do at least once.
Food court. It's called a food court, not a cafeteria.
Okay, but once a day, you would argue a family's going to eat there in their trip, correct?
Yes.
Even if like you get back and your kid's like, I want chicken fingers, and you're like, all right, fine. You go down there. Guess how much the chicken fingers are? $16. Probably. I don't know. That's a guess.
I feel like I let you go for too long. I was responding to a fan.
We got a pizza pie, right?
We got a pizza pie.
That was expensive.
And it took forever.
And we paid for it in cash.
Anyway.
Disney bucks.
So you can get a lot of food for your buck. You will also get for your buck.
Okay. A lot of food for
you
your buck.
also get the mugs.
The refillable mugs.
Refillable mugs, which those are like
probably $16. Okay, 16.
I don't know. They're expensive too, but
and you can do free refills,
them.
in the food court, and you can bring them into the park. I don't think you can get like a free refill in the park.
I don't know.
But we use them.
Yeah, you can use them for hot or cold, so you can get coffee. You can get sodas, you can get water, and they're really nice. And you each get one. So Frankie would get one, I would get one, and you can
still
like attach
use mine
them
to mine till today.
You can attach them to your bags, your backpacks, carry them around. But yeah, definitely be our guest if you have the meal plan. That's an absolute must for breakfast that you need to go to. Snacks, search snacks, but snacks were my favorite part of the meal plan because you can get, there's a lot of things that can be considered snacks. Mostly all the popular things, Dole Whips on there, we got a funnel cake in Hollywood Studios that had strawberries, whipped cream, ice cream, chocolate syrup. Like it was like there are things that just would fill us both up and we would share that are a million times worth
Animal
it.
Kingdom, I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. You get that ice cream sandwich with the 2 cookies on top. I mean, that thing's like at least $9.
Yeah. So do your we made the mistake the first year of getting like Monsters as our snack for free.
Yeah,
like
we were like sluggish in the morning. And I don't know why we did that.
Yeah, the best thing you can do if you do want something like that, pay out of pocket and save your snack credits for something that costs more and is more filling.
The one thing I will say, if you do bring Red Bull or you have a Monster, you have to drink it before you get on the bus.
Well, you can't open it. Well, that's what I mean.
If you're drinking it and you're online waiting for your bus and you just crack it open and the bus pulls up, you have to chug it or throw it out. Well, and I had to chug mine.
We had to chug. Yeah, we had to chug it. But that's fine. They don't want a sticky bus. That's going to be gross if it spills.
Right.
And I'm sure they've had that problem before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if there is like a cheap thing that you really want that you cannot spend that you could be a snack credit, just pay out of pocket, save your snack credit for something worth it. That
like Mickey Pretzel, just pay for it.
No, Mickey Pretzels are like $6.
That's my opinion, not worth it on a snack credit.
I think snack credit, same thing. If it's more than like $5, it's worth the money. You have to look it up again. But yeah, we watched other videos showing us, really yummy, delicious snacks. And we found a lot of them. Croissant donut at the refreshment port in Epcot. Mm-hmm. All of the, I think, new soft serve cones, the Hey Hey cone that I'm going to try, the Up cone, the Lost Princess cone, they're all worth snack credits. So if they have there's a little symbol that's like a purple and white checkered, and it has a Q and an S in it, that means it's worth a quick service snack credit. And pretty much anything I ever wanted was on there. So meal plan, a million times worth it if you want to do it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It really is interesting. I'm excited to see how we do.
Yeah.
With
the one thing I would find myself doing is like forcing myself to get something different because it was more expensive. Like if I maybe wanted like a mac and cheese or like a piece of pizza or something, I would be like, no, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get like the salmon option. Like I would get things that normally I wouldn't go up and order, so that I could get my money's worth. So in this case, knowing how we eat, we potentially should be able to spend less because we're not forcing ourselves to spend $14 on the most expensive item there.
The quick service dining plan, the lowest tier is $52.50 per night per adult. We did the lowest tier. That's 2 counter service, 2 snacks, and a refillable drink mug. So per night price of the quick service plan is $52.50 per per adult and $23.78 per child ages 3 to 9. So I guess if you're older than 9, you're considered an adult, which is a little ridiculous. And to be honest, knowing that it's $52.50 per night per adult, we're getting hosed by not doing this.
Not necessarily.
We are definitely going to pay more than $52.50 a day for the both of us on food.
I don't know about that. I don't eat that much. I really don't. I don't eat that much.
I mean, we'll see. But what we're going to do is at the end of our trip, we're going to calculate.
Babe, that's $104 a
day.
It's
more than 104, but we're going to calculate $52.50.
Okay, but 52. Okay, $105.
Yeah, here. It's more like it. We're going to. What I'm gonna do is
we're not gonna spend $105 a day on food.
Okay, I'm gonna calculate.
I'm telling the world now, we are not gonna spend $105 on food every day.
Okay, we're gonna calculate by the end of our trip how much we spent on food, alcohol, everything all together.
And we're not gonna tell you.
And I'm gonna tell you whether this meal plan is worth it or not. He's gonna
tell you about the beast coming to dinner at
the beast.
Again.
The beast.
He's gonna tell you how he steals coffee and the beast comes to dinner.
The beast and Belle dance.
No.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna check back, and I'm gonna tell the people. Okay. I'm gonna give them what they want. I'm gonna let them know whether they should do this quick service or not.
Comment down below if you think we're gonna spend more or less than.
Please.
$105. Maybe I'll put a poll up.
2 25-year-old people.
You might spend $105.
I'm cheap.
I'm cheap.
All right, well, we'll see.
You eat 12 times a day.
No. But we're bringing... Oh, yeah, you also can bring snacks in. So if you have a bag, definitely pack your Belvita, your Pop-Tarts, your Raisin Bran, almonds, grapes. Don't bring in grapes. That's actually gross.
Milk.
You can't bring coolers
popsicles.
Anymore, so don't bring coolers. You can't bring oversized.
Bring a ham.
You can't bring oversized. Oh, yeah, we've never tried turkey legs. I'm going to try one this trip.
I'm not.
I'm going to regret it, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, what are the new rules that they started in Disney
certain
for
size
2019?
Strollers, no wagons.
Who was bringing wagons?
People bought wagons.
People. I love you.
Wagons at home.
But yeah, don't bring the wagons in. Don't circle the wagons. It's bad enough that they have children able to like rent or grab wheelchairs and roll around. That I don't like. So yeah, no, we're good here.
So things we're super excited about.
What do you mean?
We're going for the first time during the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yes, we are.
I am super pumped to try violet lemonade and see the flowers and see the topiaries.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what a topiary is. Time.
It's when the hedges are in shapes of things.
Is Beast going to be there?
Yeah, he dances at dinner.
Right.
No, I'm super excited for the Flower and Garden Festival and to see it.
I'm kind of excited about it.
And you've been doing your research for Drinking Around the World.
I have been doing my research, and I'm very excited to try some new countries. I'm not going to actually drink around the world because I know that I will not be able to control myself with my excitement, and I will get to Canada and then be tapped out.
Well, here's the thing, and I think it's the smartest thing ever. Frankie is drinking around the world in each trip.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of doing it like I'll try whatever he's getting.
Uh-huh.
Like we've now had the margarita. He's had the German Schaffenheifer beer.
Which honestly,
famous beer.
I'm going to let you guys know. It is not worth it because for the price per and the alcohol content. I mean, I'm talking for people who actually want to drink and get a little tipsy. It's not worth it. I know it tastes very good. It might be refreshing, but it's like 3% alcohol. So if you're a lightweight, sure. But if you want to get the most bang for your buck, just get a regular beer from Germany. Don't get the Hyphen.
Yeah. So you've had that now. You've
the
had a
Schmitty
Norway.
Jagerman Jensen.
You've had a Norway beer?
Norway, yeah. I had the Gershberg or something like that.
Yeah. And what else? Anything else?
Yeah, I've had Fiesta Margarita. I had the Norway beer. I had German beer. I didn't try sake. I don't think I'm going to try sake this year either.
Yeah, so he started doing.
Yeah, I haven't really drank around the world that much. We don't do it because
I don't think it's safe. Here's my thing. I don't ever want, personally or you, to be drunk in Disney World. That's like a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
To be on, first of all, on those rides, drunk or like out of it at all, or around kids. I get like really. I don't like being around kids when I'm drinking. Like I feel super uncomfortable.
I think I would like to get a little
and that
tipsy,
many people,
and that's it. I don't
being around
yeah.
that many people.
Yeah.
You're already happy and in a drunken state.
Yeah.
Without any alcohol in Disney World. You're already happy and like influenced by everything around you.
It's like sensory overload.
It's already like you're on a drug or on alcohol.
I wouldn't say drug. But I would say alcohol.
No, but I'm just saying, like, think of all the things that you're looking at and seeing and taking in.
Welcome to Becky's TED Talk.
The smells.
And my lecture right now that I'm getting.
The smells and the sights and the sounds and everything, the whole experience. Why do you want that to be?
Totally.
Why do you want that to be impaired?
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just saying, for everyone who's like, that's the thing to do at our age. And it's like, why would you want that experience to be impaired at all? Like, I understand. I said to Frankie just before, the point of drinking around the world or trying the drinks from here, the reason that they have it is not because they want you to go get drunk. And I don't think he should be doing that, which he doesn't.
It's for the money.
No, it's to try different drinks that you can't go get at the liquor store.
I agree 100%. It's just if you just so happen to get drunk while doing so, that's what happens. However, I'm going in with the same thing last trips that I've done. I want to try different things. You're going to get the Viking coffee in Norway. I've already technically drank it in Norway, so I don't really want to get it because I think it's not a waste of money, but I'll try it. Yeah. And then I want to do I want to try a drink in China. I might want to try sake. I know they have the cantaloupe in China.
I'm
France has
excited for France.
Yeah, France has those.
There's like an orange slushy and a La Vie en Rose.
Italy has
slushy.
the limoncello.
Those look good. Like that looks like my kind of drink. But I'm also nervous. Like Disney has a heavy hand.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have never tried an alcoholic beverage from Disney, they love to pump in. I remember the Fiesta.
Don't hold back.
We got a Fiesta margarita. Tequila. Yeah, well, anything with tequila in it in Disney is gonna knock your socks off. But not really taste wise, but just alcohol content wise. But when we first tried the Fiesta margarita, which is a mixture of like mango, strawberry, and lime, I think margaritas in one. I mean, that was all tequila. That was just tequila.
I could not taste any of the flavors.
And we're not tequila people. We just did it because we're like, yay, like Mexico. But
the other thing we had that one time during Christmas, we had something called like the Crazy Elf.
The Drunken Elf.
Drunken Elf.
Something like that. And it was like, it had rum in it.
Cinnamon and rum chata.
Didn't really taste great.
Wasn't great. Again, very heavy.
I want to try the bourbon lemonade, frozen lemonade in American Pavilion.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
The colonial America.
Oh, but it's bourbon.
It's a bourbon.
Bourbon.
And then obviously Italy has those limoncello things that I want to try. And Canada apparently has a really cool mixed drink as well.
But we'll keep spacing it out. You've been doing your research, but money, cost-wise and
cost-wise,
alcohol-wise,
I don't want to spend more than like $30 on drinks.
Yeah, it's not a great idea to drink around the world. It takes a hit on your wallet and your
I also,
brain.
in United Kingdom, I want to go to the Rose Pub?
Rose and Crown.
Rose and Crown Pub. Because I feel like they have really cool drinks. They have like the snake bite.
You were just so cute when you did that.
Wow.
When you did
Thanks.
That thing.
And yeah, so we're excited for that. And we're just excited, man.
I'm just
It's crazy. We
first time in Toy Story Land.
Yeah, we've been counting down this trip since
November.
We booked it in November.
Yeah. We did it as like a total like fling.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, oh, we can cancel it 30 days out if we need to.
Yep. I never thought that it was going to get here, to
5
be
days
honest.
out.
I never thought it was going to get here. And now I know it's going to come and go, and I'm going to be... The one thing that we love, my favorite part about this trip, it's the first time we're doing it, and I want every trip for the rest of my life to be like this. We leave on a Sunday and get back on a Friday.
Which
so
is terrible
it's
because I'm missing a full
amazing.
week of work.
Right.
I
Well,
feel
so am I.
rebellious.
I'm not missing a full week of work.
Yours isn't real.
I'm missing a full week of work as well, and we get back on the flight, and usually we get back at like 11 at night, and then we have work the next day. We get back, and we have a whole weekend ahead of us.
Guys, literally the first trip we went to, we came back, and I started my first job that next day.
Yeah.
And then the last trip, we came back, and I had an interview at like
7 in the
8,
morning.
Like
You had to get up at 7.
I had to get up at 7.
And we
It was
fly
at, like,
back
8:30.
late. Like we fly back. We get in at like 11, and then we have to drive home.
And like I said, I get sick every trip. So every trip
Yeah.
I came home with like no voice. I went on my interview literally like, got the job, but it was,
Yeah. And the beast danced.
it's rough. So yeah, and now I'm appreciating it because as of a month ago, I wasn't meant to have a position right now. I was supposed to be done with work, but I definitely appreciate. So he was the one who was like, "Oh, I'm so happy," and I was like, "Oh, I don't really care that." Like,
I think this is the first vacation in my entire life that I've
You're
gotten
coming
back
back
on
on
a
a
Friday, and that is just. I mean, there's nothing better than that. Going to the happiest place on earth, actually the most magical, but happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
Skipping work for an entire work week and then coming back for a weekend, you just can't write a better story than that.
Oh, you know what we can talk about too? For Easter, I got a book from my lovely mother.
Yeah.
It's called like the unofficial
Official
Disney World Guide. I'm getting a lot of facts, guys. Getting a lot of information about Disney, the historical background on Disney.
Why don't we close out this episode with some facts for the people?
Some facts.
Give them some
All
facts.
the facts have gone away from my brain right now.
I know there was one beast dances at dinner, and they serve ham and brisket.
Where did you get this information from? Because you've literally never been.
The interwebs. Look it up.
What did I learn?
Look into it.
Oh, I learned that the Tiki Room. So there was a time. So the original Tiki Room was 17 minutes long, right? It was a 17-minute long show. And then they redid it and they put, if you remember, the most recent one that I remember, the version of the Tiki Room I remember, had Iago from Aladdin, the bird, and Zazu from Lion King. And they would like bicker, and it was called like the Tiki Room under new management or something like that. Okay. You don't remember this.
No.
But anyway, so it played it off as like Zazu and Iago were new in the Tiki Room. They were in charge of everything. And then they would anger the Tiki god. And there was this, I was going to call her a bad name.
Whoa.
But this lady, and she would come up. She was the Tiki god, and she would be like, rah, rah, rah. And she yelled at everybody.
No spoiler alert either. She's just going in on it.
This is gone now.
I'm just saying for the people who
this isn't here
maybe
anymore.
they bring it back.
Anyway, so she like comes out. She's creepy, man, right?
Wow.
So she's yelling at everybody, and she got angered, and she makes it fire or like a volcano. She makes a volcano or a fire, right? Fast forward to 2011, Tiki Room really catches on fire.
What?
Really caught on fire.
What?
And that has brought us... This is interesting.
I know it is.
That has brought us to the version that we have today, which they went back to the original version. However, instead of being 17 minutes long, it's 12 minutes long. So they shortened it, but took it back to
And
what it was
Zazu
originally like. And Zazu and Iago are out of there because the Tiki god straight up lit it on fire.
Wow. Well, that's your fact of the day.
Oh, should I share Jesse's fact too?
Sure.
Jesse's fact, which is my sister, she shared an interesting fact about the Haunted Mansion. So Haunted Mansion has a very
Another
famous,
spoiler alert. If you don't want spoilers, just
if you don't want
skip
the magic
ahead.
ruined. But if you
Yeah,
like to
you're
find
gonna
out
ruin
things,
the magic.
we have lots of fun facts. We can tell the other fact about the stretching room. If you want fun facts right now, and
yeah, we'll do a fun
don't
fact
want them-
episode.
but I'm gonna drop some right now. Just 2.
Okay. No, 1. Pick one.
Oh.
Pick one.
They're both about the haunted mansion.
Yeah.
This one. Anyway, the the dancing scene. So there's a dinner scene where you look down and there's ghosts dancing. Famous, awesome, amazing, beautiful, so cool. It's like, how do they do that? They do that by there's an actual room with
Actual
mannequins.
yeah.
Mannequins that are spinning like they're dancing. And what we're seeing is a mirror. So there's lights projected on those mannequins or animatronics, whatever you want to call them. And that's being reflected into the room that you're seeing. That's making it look like that ghost-like projection.
Yeah.
And also the stretching room is an elevator. And you're really going underground and moving to the actual space where the Haunted Mansion ride loading area is.
And Cinderella's castle is really made out of marshmallows. So, I know. We'll save more for the next episode. But yeah, this is perfect. Right around an hour. So, we apologize for our hiatus. We've been very busy. We've been planning, and we are excited for our trip to Disney. And we will check back on episode 5 after our Disney trip, and we will talk about our experiences. I will tell you how much money we spent. Probably too much money.
We'll tell you how Beast was at dinner.
At dinner and breakfast. I'll tell you how the coffee was.
He'll remind you to steal the coffee.
Don't steal the coffee. Just don't say anything and grab the coffee. It's fine. And yeah, that's about it. We appreciate you guys being patient with us.
Yeah, and we've got some new followers in the time that we've taken a break. So if you want to take a minute or 2 to listen, or obviously you already have if you've gotten this far.
Right.
But thank you.
Also, the video for this will be up probably a day or 2 after this. So if you'd like to see our faces or see us talk instead of listening to us talk.
I'm wearing a lovely Disney sweatshirt if you'd like to see it. Frankie's wearing a Mighty Ducks hat.
Yep.
And he's looking hot.
And I have Daffy Duck, not Donald Duck, on my chest. So
it's okay.
Interesting.
It's a duck. It's his brother.
Anyway, thank you guys for
name.
hanging out with us on
The Princess
and the Fraud.
Have a magical day.
Bye.